This is my sanity pill right here.
That should be their new commercial.
Your sanity pill. Okay.
Pillow talk. We haven't done a pillow talk in, 6 weeks maybe? 4 weeks?
Oh, more than that.
Been a long time.
It was like, last one we did was in, was it New York?
Maybe.
Wow.
Nevertheless, we have been on the road for about 3 months now, traveling full time. If this is the first video of ours you're watching, sorry. No, just kidding. We have 9 kids, 5 of whom are adopted from China. I tell you that now because you're going to figure it out eventually anyways, and you're going to ask. And we, about 3 months ago, decided, or way before, but 3 months ago, after deciding this months in advance, we finally hit the road in an RV with our 9 kids. So we have made it nearly across the continent. We started in North Carolina, headed up and up till we hit New York, and then we headed west. Now we're in Washington State, and in a couple of weeks we'll be at the coast. So we'll have gone coast to coast.
And far out, because we were on a Long Island. So
yeah, really coast
we were
to coast.
out there.
Out.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. So, I just wanted to do kind of a, where are we at now, 3 months in, how we feel.
We're in Washington State.
Well,
you just said that.
I know. I don't have to mean where we're at physically, but where we're at emotionally, and mentally.
On the edge of a cliff.
No. No, actually, it's going really well. And we were so scared beforehand and saying stuff like, I don't know how to live in an RV with 9 kids. Well, we have a 5th wheel, so we pull it behind a truck and then I drive separately. But
Pull it.
But it's been great. I think it's almost ruined me. I don't know about you, but I don't know how I will not travel full time. Because whatever it is that people come with that makes them want to live in a house day after day or in the same place, I was not born with that. And so when we did, live in a house before, I always felt, and I would tell Michael all the time, like, I just don't really know what we're doing. Remember how I always say that? Like, I don't know what this thing is that we're doing every day, day after day. I would just kind of get lost, which seems weird because it seems like you would know what you're doing because it's always the same thing. But I just didn't ever quite get it. It never really worked in my brain, and this works for me. I get this, for better or for worse. I don't know if that's something I should admit or not, but I like to be nomadic.
We get tired of places pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we loved where we lived before.
No, that's true. It's not like we didn't like it, but we get restless.
Restless is a better word.
Yeah.
Wanderlust. We want to see. We want to experience everything. So, it's been really good in that way.
Yep.
I love also that no one has any claim on me. I love the independence. When you're just traveling, nobody owns you. And since we work for ourselves and have no boss that way, we really have no boss. Our schedule doesn't own us. The kids' schedules don't own us. Every day is a new day. We get to do whatever we want. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty good. We're pretty fortunate.
Yeah. The last, at least a month, we've been in locations where we've had friends or family. And so that has been a little bit different because we need to see them, and we want to see them and spend time with them. But I'm looking forward to, again, we were kind of lonely for some parts of it a little bit, maybe. So it was nice to see people, but I'm looking forward to being out on our own again.
Yeah.
Not having to work schedules with people.
Have it be open-ended. Not any...
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to get up for in the morning.
just that we own our days again. I guess we are kind of, I don't know what that word is.
We're rebels, man.
We're rebels. I'm a loner.
I'm a rebel.
A rebel. Now, Also, we've decided that we're going to stay at places a little bit longer. We haven't been able to yet because we had things to get to. You know, we had to get to this family reunion. That was our last stop. And so now we came to this stop, which is where we used to live. I'm totally restless here because I've seen here. I lived here. I know this. I don't need to see it. I lived it. But there's 2 Pee Wee Herman references already in this conversation.
There you go. It's off to a good start.
But yeah. So I'm excited.
We came here a lot for the kids, but
Yes,
also for our business too. We did some training with some
Which
people.
was good.
So.
It was good to see them and to do that training. But yeah, so we're excited. We're gonna head to the mountains on Monday. Today is Saturday. We're gonna head to the mountains of Washington, the Cascades, and spend a few days there, and then go over the mountains and down to, you know, the rainforests of Washington. And then we're going to go down to
be there,
Oregon and see all the Goonies locations.
She's pretty excited.
I am excited. I told Mike already, I'm like, we're going to go do the Goonies tour, and I am getting a Goonies t-shirt. Do they make those for grown women?
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
Because all the women your age are looking for Goonie shirts now, because it was our childhood.
And what age is that?
25?
25-ish now. I'm
Somewhere
37. So, anyways, my contacts are all dry. It's late.
So, what's 3 months into this journey?
What have we learned?
What's your biggest thing you've learned? Have we already asked this question before?
No, that's a good question.
What is it?
The biggest
Megan?
thing I've learned...
Tell us.
Was that I like to take baths. I actually already knew that.
You knew that. No, you didn't learn that.
Okay.
You already knew that.
What's the biggest thing you've learned?
I've learned that our gray tank can fill up in about 12 hours.
What's a gray tank, Dad?
Well, when you're in your RV, you have 2 different types of tanks. You have black tank, which is where everything goes from your toilet. And then you have your gray tank, which everything, the sinks go to. And now we are here, and this RV park has no sewer hookups. This is really exciting for you.
I know.
But, so that means we're not hooked up to any sewer, so we can't we can't just let our gray tank kind of go as we, as you're using the sinks. And if we're not careful, we can fill up our gray tank in 12 hours as a family.
When others
you realize
go
that we use
a
lot of water, just brushing your teeth, taking a shower, washing machine,
dishes, washing your hands.
So we've had to limit all those things. So we smell really good right now.
So good.
No, what happens is your shower means you turn it on, you get wet, turn the water off, soap up, soap in the hair.
Yeah,
soap
then you
up,
turn the water back on.
Water back on,
yep. Mm-hmm.
rinse off, water off,
Mm-hmm.
done with the shower.
Yeah.
So if you want to conserve water,
no, but
do
real
that.
thing you've learned. I've learned...
That's a real thing.
Okay. Real thing that I've...
me?
Okay, how about like meaningful things though? I've learned that I like my kids. Now, I knew I liked my kids, but I do really enjoy spending time with them on the trip, and I like showing them things. We're also learning that, when you have 9 kids, ours are actually really squished together. Usually when you meet a family that has 8
Literally now.
Yes, 8 to 10 kids, the oldest is 25 and the youngest is 3, right? Because that's the natural way of having that many kids. Mom needs a break in between. But when you adopt, you kind of, or you could do it the normal way, but we've definitely stacked each
What's that? Say that again?
we have stacked our kids in really tight. So 8 of the 9 kids are in a 7-year span. 8.
7 to 15.
Yeah, 7 to 14.
Or 14 now, yeah.
7-year span. And then Jude is a straggler down at the end with 3. So even then we've got 9 kids in an 11-year span. So super tight. But still, 14-year-olds can do a lot more than 3-year-olds and 7-year-olds with Down syndrome. So we're starting to realize that we actually need to sometimes split up. So that our older kids can have a more full experience that's age appropriate for them, and without the younger kids being tired or overwhelmed.
Yeah,
or
it's hard. It's
crying.
hard to have activities that are good for all those that spread. Of ages.
Yeah, we'll hike and put them on our back and stuff, but we can't
like
go.
a museum.
A museum's okay. We can't go whitewater rafting with the whole family. And even just the other day,
Can't go skydiving.
we were in Sandpoint, Idaho, which is a really cute, kind of artsy mountain town, and the older kids want to go and walk through the shops and see like the art and the cool little, souvenir shops and stuff. When 3-year-olds don't want to do that, and in fact, you don't want them to do that because they'll break stuff. So the problem is Mike and I like each other, and we want to be together. So we have to grow up a little bit, put on our big boy pants and big girl pants, and be willing to split up.
Ones.
Willing to split up a little bit.
We have to split up. What?
So we'll figure it out. But
I'll just cry.
we're
while you're
also,
gone.
I think,
I'll write you letters while you're gone.
we're learning more about ourselves, and it's kind of weird. We don't know any other adults like us, or at least we've met other people that are doing what we do. But I guess older adults that we can say where does this take you when you get older? Because we have no intention of stopping traveling anytime soon. So what is that? What kind of grandpa or grandma does that make you into? What kind of grown-up does that make you into? And so we don't know that yet.
Because we're not grown-ups yet.
No. But what we do know is that we don't regret it one iota at all. Okay, here's something I learned. I don't miss my stuff. I don't miss my stuff.
The stuff that's in the storage unit?
Well, no, but the stuff, that's some books. I love my books, and I'm glad I didn't get rid of them. I could sift through them and get rid of some. But I don't miss all of the other stuff we got rid of.
In our house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't miss it, and I'm so glad not to have it sitting there waiting for me. It would feel like a boss. It would feel like somebody was like, you better get back here because you got all this stuff waiting for you. Because now at the end of this trip, I can feel like, well, let's go somewhere else. Because we have a storage unit in North Carolina that just has some books and some mementos, photos and stuff like that.
And
wedding
the big
dress.
TV.
It has a TV because it fit in there, but we didn't.
Know,
it was what else?
We probably
was
shouldn't
it?
have kept that even.
Yeah, but it feels really good, and I don't miss it. And if anything, you could have less stuff in storage. You won't miss it. It's just stuff. When you're getting rid of it, it's hard, but you don't miss it.
Well, keep talking. You're good.
Mike just went into his private
I just figured
stash.
if I'm going to sit here.
But anyways, so it's been really good. So if you're on the fence about it, don't worry. Don't worry, it's gonna be great. Forget about it.
Ooh. Keep going. Whoa.
But we also have learned that while we appreciate having this tiny space. Okay, I do have some things I've learned.
Well, you have already
some
shared
more.
some,
I don't like living in 375 square feet with 11 people. But it's totally worth it for what we're doing, right? Mm-hmm. But what I do like is we are moving all the time. My kids are seeing new people all the time, being in new places, but we still have our home with us. I think if we were staying in hotel rooms, it would be a lot harder on them.
Totally.
It is really nice that we've always got home. And when we open it up, even though it's tiny, it still feels really, really good when we get to the new spot, doesn't it?
No, totally. No.
It feels like, oh, home. Because even we feel out of our comfort zone a lot. And so when we open it up, we're like, yay, it's home.
Yeah. I realize you need that because everything's always new. Or it just isn't familiar. So you need something that's... And maybe you don't. Maybe if you were traveling the world and you were, still in different places, you could still be okay. But for us, it's nice to have that.
I hope you guys can't hear the person peeing in the bathroom next to us here, but...
I can't hear it.
The other thing I learned that Andrew mentioned to me, he's my 11-year-old, that he has learned is realizing that home really isn't necessarily a building, but it is where your family is.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. That's a great feeling to know that, it's just home because you guys are here. And I do think there'll be a time when we're traveling without a fifth wheel. And so we'll have to figure that out even more. Home really will have to be where we are all together.
Luckily, that by then
We'll have been more used
we're kind of used to this way of kind of
this
living.
nomadic way.
And the kids will be, I think, even more probably, I don't know, I would think closer. Because they already have gotten closer.
They've totally gotten
just
closer.
from
We've seen relationships really tighten and strengthen.
Yeah, they've really kind of pulled together a lot more. So I think that'll be...
Yeah.
That'll help that.
The nomadic Norps. All right, guys.
Nomadic and hungry.
I don't think it takes hunger to eat peanut butter M&Ms. You should see if Peanut Butter M&Ms wants to sponsor you, Mike.
True, man. Listen, Peanut Butter M&Ms. I'll wear your t-shirt and stuff all the time. And I will eat these everywhere I go.
Every night. He will eat them, I promise.
Just provide me with an unlimited supply. And I will sing the praises to Peanut Butter M&Ms. Because this is my sanity pill right here.
That should be their new commercial.
Your sanity pill.
Terrible.
For those of you that are living in an RV.
All right, guys. So thanks for checking in and tuning in and subscribing and liking and commenting. We love it. We check it all the time.
It means so much to us.
It does. It is. He's kidding, but
I'm kind of kidding, but I'm not.
We check obsessively. We love it. We love this new relationship we have with all of you. We love taking you along for the ride. It's really fun. It does make us feel like we take our friends with us wherever we go, doesn't it?
When the camera's with us, yeah.
Yeah, because we have this social interaction with you guys.
And
we recognize your names. Those of you who comment often, we do. We recognize you. And
you'll be getting a card. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're glad to see you here. So, we're gonna also try to start vlogging more every day. We've been kind of nervous about doing that because sometimes our days are boring, but we're gonna try to share those days with you, and maybe you won't think they're as boring as we do. Anyways, all right, guys. Talk to you on Monday. Bye.